The Benin Kingdom, located in present-day Nigeria, was a powerful and highly sophisticated pre-colonial African civilization. For centuries, it flourished as a center of trade, art, and culture. The kingdom was renowned for its impressive bronze castings, which were created using a complex lost wax casting method. These bronze artworks, known as the Benin bronzes, depicted the history, rulers, and rituals of the Benin people. They were not just decorative pieces but served as important historical records and symbols of power and authority. The Benin bronzes were often displayed in the royal palace, adorning pillars and altars, showcasing the opulence and artistic prowess of the kingdom. European visitors to Benin in the 16th and 17th centuries marveled at the skill of Benin artisans, describing the city as a place of great beauty and sophistication. The Portuguese, in particular, established trade relations with Benin, exchanging goods such as ivory, pepper, and slaves for European manufactured goods. These interactions had a significant impact on the kingdom, introducing new ideas and materials that influenced Benin art and culture. The bronzes were not solely limited to depictions of the elite or warfare. Many depicted scenes from daily life, religious ceremonies, and the natural world, reflecting the diverse aspects of Benin society. This rich artistic tradition was integral to the identity and heritage of the Benin people. The craftsmanship of the Benin bronzes, with their intricate details and lifelike representations, stood as a testament to the advanced artistic skills present in the kingdom long before European contact. The Kingdom of Benin thrived for centuries, its legacy etched not just in bronze but in oral histories, traditions, and the very fabric of its people. The Benin bronzes, as exquisite works of art and historical records, stand as enduring symbols of this once great kingdom. In the late 19th century, British imperial ambitions turned towards the Kingdom of Benin. The British, eager to control trade routes and expand their colonial possessions in West Africa, saw Benin's independence as an obstacle. Tensions escalated when a British delegation seeking to impose a treaty on the Benin king was attacked. The British, using this incident as a pretext, launched a brutal military campaign in 1897 known as the Punitive Expedition. The British forces, armed with advanced weaponry, faced fierce resistance from Benin warriors. However, the Benin army was ultimately no match for the superior firepower of the British. Benin City, the heart of the kingdom, fell to the invaders. What followed was a period of widespread looting, destruction, and brutality. British soldiers, driven by greed and a sense of colonial entitlement, looted the royal palace and other significant sites. They seized thousands of valuable artifacts, including the renowned Benin bronzes. These cultural treasures, representing centuries of history and tradition, were treated as spoils of war. The Benin bronzes, ripped from their context and stripped of their cultural significance, were shipped off to Britain to be sold to collectors and museums. The impact of the Punitive Expedition on Benin City was devastating. The city lay in ruins, its once great palace burned and looted. The kingdom was stripped of its independence, its people subjected to British rule. The theft of the Benin bronzes was not just a loss of material possessions, but a profound blow to the cultural identity and heritage of the Benin people. The arrival of the Benin bronzes in Europe sparked a mixture of fascination and controversy. These intricate bronze sculptures, unlike anything seen before, captivated the Western art world. Museums and private collectors eagerly acquired the looted artifacts, displaying them as exotic curiosities from a primitive culture. The British Museum in particular amassed a significant collection of Benin bronzes, which became a popular attraction. Other European museums, including the Ethnological Museum of Berlin and the Musée du Quai Branly, Jacques Chirac in Paris, also acquired substantial holdings. The Benin bronzes, scattered across museums and private collections, became potent symbols of European colonialism and the exploitation of Africa. Despite their presence in Western museums, the story of the Benin bronzes remained largely untold. The circumstances surrounding their acquisition, The brutality of the punitive expedition and the cultural significance of the bronzes to the Benin people were often ignored or downplayed. For many years, these looted artifacts were presented as isolated objects, stripped of their historical context and the trauma of their theft. The display of the Benin bronzes in European museums, while providing some exposure to Benin art, perpetuated a narrative of European cultural dominance. The bronzes, displayed as trophies of conquest, served as a constant reminder of the injustices inflicted upon Benin and other colonized nations. Section 4. The fight for repatriation, reclaiming a heritage. In the latter half of the 20th century, as former colonies gained independence and awareness of colonial injustices grew, the call for the repatriation of looted artifacts intensified. Nigeria, the successor state to the Benin Kingdom, has been at the forefront of demanding the return of the Benin bronzes. Nigerian governments, cultural institutions and activists have engaged in decades-long efforts to reclaim their stolen heritage. These efforts have involved diplomatic negotiations, public campaigns, and legal challenges. The repatriation movement argues that the Benin bronzes are not merely objects of art, but hold deep cultural and spiritual significance for the Benin people, representing their history, identity, and stolen legacy. They believe that the bronzes should be returned to their rightful owners to be displayed in their proper context. In recent years, there has been growing international support for the repatriation of looted artifacts. The movement has gained momentum, with several museums and institutions acknowledging the ethical and moral imperative to return stolen cultural treasures. Germany in particular has taken significant steps towards repatriating Benin bronzes from its collections. In 2021, the German government signed an agreement with Nigeria to return hundreds of Benin bronzes. This landmark agreement paved the way for the transfer of ownership of the artifacts to Nigeria and the establishment of a museum in Benin City to house the returned bronzes. Section 5. A new era for the Benin bronzes. The repatriation of the Benin bronzes marks a turning point in the global conversation about cultural restitution. It signifies a growing recognition of the injustices of colonialism and the rights of nations to reclaim their stolen heritage. The return of these artifacts holds immense symbolic and cultural significance for Nigeria and the Benin people. The Edo Museum of West African Art, currently under construction in Benin City, is being specifically designed to house the returned Benin bronzes. This state-of-the-art museum aims to provide a fitting context for the display and interpretation of these cultural treasures. It is envisioned as a center for research, education, and cultural exchange, showcasing the rich history and artistic traditions of Benin and the wider region. The repatriation of the Benin bronzes presents an opportunity for healing and reconciliation. It allows for a more accurate and nuanced understanding of history, acknowledging the wrongs of the past and paving the way for a more just and equitable future. The return of these artifacts is not just about righting historical wrongs, but about reconnecting a people with their stolen heritage, restoring a sense of cultural pride and identity. Section 6. The Benin bronzes beyond restitution. The Benin bronzes are more than just objects of repatriation. They are powerful symbols of African art and ingenuity, testaments to a sophisticated civilization that thrived for centuries. Their story is a reminder of the enduring legacy of colonialism, the importance of cultural heritage, and the ongoing struggle for justice and equality. The repatriation of the Benin bronzes has sparked broader conversations about the ethics of museum collecting, the responsibility of institutions to address their colonial pasts, and the need for greater transparency and accountability in the art world. The movement has also highlighted the importance of cultural heritage preservation and the role of museums in fostering intercultural dialogue and understanding. The Benin bronzes serve as a powerful reminder of the importance of cultural heritage. These artifacts are not just objects but embody the history, traditions, and beliefs of a people. Their return represents a step towards acknowledging and rectifying historical injustices. It is a testament to the resilience of the human spirit and the enduring power of art to connect across cultures and generations. Section 7, Conclusion, a testament to resilience. The Benin bronzes, from their creation in the heart of a powerful kingdom to their dispersal across the globe and their eventual return, tell a complex and multifaceted story. They are tangible reminders of the heights of African artistry, the brutality of colonial exploitation, and the ongoing fight for cultural justice. The repatriation of these artifacts marks a significant step towards righting historical wrongs and acknowledging the importance of cultural heritage. The Benin bronzes, once symbols of colonial plunder, are now beacons of hope, resilience, and the enduring power of art to connect across cultures and generations. Their story serves as a reminder that the fight for cultural justice is ongoing, and that the return of stolen heritage is essential for healing, reconciliation, and the restoration of cultural pride.